What's unique about the faith tradition of Islam is that there is no central authority figure, or there's no spokesperson that speaks for all of Islam or all of Muslims. What Muslims have for authority, they refer to two constitutional sources, and this stems from something that the Prophet Muhammad himself had said. In his final sermon to his community, he mentioned that I leave behind two things for you: the Quran and my example, which is the Sunnah. If you follow these, you will never be led astray. So the Quran is the direct word of God that was transmitted through the Archangel Gabriel to the Prophet Muhammad. And the Quran, in essence, is God's message to humanity. It describes the path of Islam. It teaches readers about who God is, and ultimately it serves as a moral compass for the believers. It's important to note that Muhammad himself played no role in the composition of the Quran. He simply relayed the word of God. The Quran was revealed as an oral tradition. The Prophet was unlettered. He was not able to read or write. So the speech of the Quran, being so artistic and powerful and rhythmic, led to the preservation of the Quran through recitation, the beautiful human voice, through memorization, and scribes writing down the Quran as well. Since the revelation of over 1400 years ago, the Quran has been preserved in its original Arabic form, and that has been historically proven. The revelation began during the month of Ramadan, when the Prophet was 40 years old, and it continued throughout his prophetic career, which lasted 23 years, concluding with over 6,000 verses and 114 chapters. As for the content of the Quran, it varies. There are many verses that relate to theological concepts of the oneness of God, the concept of prophethood, doing good works, life after death, developing good character. There are stories of the prophets of the past, of righteous individuals of the past. There are stories relating to the prophets' experiences. There are also legalistic verses that refer to laws pertaining to marriage and divorce, how to conduct business transactions, legal treaties, how to govern. There are verses that are clear in meaning, but there are also verses that are more ambiguous. And there are scholars in the Islamic tradition that attempt to interpret these verses through the knowledge that they have of the Arabic language and its grammar and the Prophet's life and world history. As for the Sunnah, it's defined as the prophetic way, referring to the lifestyle of Muhammad, referring to his actions and his speech. And knowledge of his actions and speech stem from a collection of narrations known as hadith. And these narrations were what companions of the Prophet and close family members of the Prophet told others about how he conducted himself. Essentially, what the Sunnah does is it serves as a supplement to the Quran. When the Quran urges a Muslim to pray, they look to the Sunnah to learn how to pray. The Sunnah serves as a living example of the Quran for the Muslims. So Muslims strive to memorize the word of God, and they also strive to memorize the word of Muhammad. Although it's important to note the stark difference in speech and style between the Quran and the Sunnah. The Quran is perceived as divine speech, the word of God. Thus, although the Prophet himself was eloquent and Muslims strive to speak the words he spoke out of love for him, they recognize that there is nothing that can compare to the words of the Quran. Its ability to be so rhythmic and poetic and concise yet direct and powerful is something that is truly only reserved for the Quran.